Welcome back to the News Live at 6. Well, Election Day. Nicole, it's 9 months away.
It's hard to believe.
Can you believe it? And 5 candidates have already declared campaigns to represent Central New York and Washington.
Well, those campaigns cost money. So how are each of them doing so far? Our political reporter, Luke Radel, is following it all for us. Hey, Luke.
Julie and Nicole, it's great to be with you. It's the Federal Election Commission's end-of-year filing deadline when all of the candidates running to represent us here in New York's 22nd Congressional District have to publicly disclose how much money they have raised and spent. So let's take a look at the leaderboard to see who raised the most money this past quarter. And of course, it's Republican incumbent Congressman Brandon Williams, who raised around $378,000. Now, it is expected that an incumbent member of Congress will raise more than their opponents, but it's not always a given. Mark Molinaro down in the southern tier got outraised by Democratic powerhouse challenger Josh Riley once again. Sorry, Mark. New York 22 is one of the few races, though, in the state with a competitive primary, and Brandon Williams is benefiting from the split in funds going to Sarah Clee Hood and John Mannion. According to reporting from the Syracuse Post-Standard, though, all 4 of these Democratic candidates plan to stay in it for the long haul. Right now, the main 2 are Clee Hood and Mannion. College professor Clemmy Harris comes in a distant third with around $14,000 raised. And Jacob Addington's 6,100 number is padded a bit by a $6,000 loan that he gave to his own campaign. So, Mannion and Clee Hood are trying to beat each other out for fundraising, and Clee Hood has outraised John Mannion overall quarter after quarter. This quarter, she raised around $80,000 more than he did, which is impressive. But that's not the whole story. You see, it's one thing to raise lots of money, but it's another thing to actually have it when it counts. Mannion's team would like to point you to the other side of the ledger and how much each candidate still has on hand. The difference between how much a candidate raises and spends is this cash on hand number, and as you can see, they're a little bit more even here. The Brandon Williams campaign has around $1 million cash on hand. So where did all of Sarah Clee Hood's money go if she's been raising John Mannion out of the water in terms of her overall numbers? Well, expenditures like this one, $87,000 on a group called Grassroots Analytics, which helps with fundraising consulting services. Here's a pro tip from a political science major. The definition of grassroots is that the support is organic and natural, and typically you don't have to burn $87,000 if it's really grassroots. Now, I'm sure I'll get some emails from Clee Hood supporters about that assessment, but the real test of her support on the ground here comes next week when the Onondaga County Democratic Party decides which candidate will be its designated favorite to win. It's going to be a big decision, and we'll have it right here for you on Citrus TV News. Julie and Nicole, back over to you.